Hello everyone, I represent Ola Bram's Creations, and today I would like to show us the easiest way of cutting a butterfly gown. This tutorial is beginner friendly. It is unique in the sense that it has a flutter sleeve attached to it. There are some mistakes we make while cutting a butterfly gown. If you would like to know how to avoid some of these mistakes and cut a butterfly gown easily, then stay with me to the end. Ensure to like, share and subscribe to my channel, as this will motivate me to create more educative content. Also on this channel I have illustrated how to draft a dartless bodice. And you know, when we were drafting the dartless bodice and the basic bodice, I made mention of the fact that these are some of the foundations to drafting so many other designs and material. And these are some of the basic tools we'll be needing for our draft. We have our ruler, our curve, we have our tailor's chalk and the normal chalk, we have our scissors, we have our tape rule, and I have this long ruler. And I'll be drafting on the right side because I'll be sewing this cloth on the right side. So I'm going to be cleaning it off later. My gown length is 63, but I would love my gown to be really flowing. So I'm going to be measuring 65 inches. Because this gown does not have a joining at the shoulder, I'll be measuring that 65 inches, which is my length. I'll be measuring it twice. So I've measured 65 inches twice. I folded it lengthwise, and I folded it along the circumference. Remember I said it will not have any cutting on the shoulder. So on this shoulder I have the folded part. Equally I have both the front and the back placed together. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to get the length parameters. So from my shoulder to my bust is 10 and a half, and I've measured 10 and a half here. On a normal day I'm supposed to cut my armhole along my chest line, but because this is a free gown, I'll be cutting it on my bust line so that I can have enough allowance. My shoulder to my waist is 17. Feel free to use your own measurement parameter. This is my shoulder line, and from my shoulder line to my bust point is 10 and a half inches. My shoulder to my waist is 17 inches, and my shoulder to my hips is 26 inches. Then you will notice that I have another line here. This is my center front and my center back. And from my center, I measured my back, which is 8 inches. I'm going to be curving out my armhole here. If I like, I can shape out my front armhole, but I don't think it's even necessary because this is a free gown. This is my curve. You can use it. Let me make use of my free hand for the benefit of those people that do not have a curved ruler. To all my cross measurement, that's my circumference measurement, I'll be adding 6 inches. This 6 inches will serve as my ease allowance. You know, this gown does not have a zip. My bust is 41. 41 plus 6 will give me 47. I will now divide 47. You know, I folded into 4 places. 47 divided by 4 will give me 11.75, which is the same thing as 11 3/4. So I'll be measuring 11.75 here. My waist is 38. 38 plus 6 will give me 44. 44 divided by 4 will give me 11 inches. So I will mark 11 inches here. My hips is 47. 47 plus 6 will give me 53. 53 divided by 4 will give me 13.25. That is 13 and a quarter. On my hips line, I'm going to be marking 13 and a quarter here. So I'm going to be joining this So you can see that I've connected from my bust line to my waist and from my waist to my hips line, because our body parts are not sharp, they are curvy. So for my neckline, I made use of 4.5 inches width by 3 inches depth, and I'm cutting both the back and the front together. Feel free to make use of your own desired measurements. If you want it bigger or you want it smaller, and you can use a v-neck, you can choose any neck you wish. I'll cut the neck. You know, here I have 13.25 here. I will come down a bit and measure maybe around 14 inches. I'll put a mark there, measure maybe 14 inches here. I'll measure 14 inches here. I'll connect with a straight line and blend whatever curve we have. So I'm blending the curve here. So whatever measurement I have on this side, I will still transfer it to the other side. And I decide to now sew this butterfly gown to the hem. The person will not be free to move. So what I will just do is to come up by around 20 or whatever inches. I can come up by 22 inches, but I think 20-21 is okay by me. So this is where I'll stop the shaping. That's mistake number 1 to note. Another thing is, if I decide to leave this gown just straight like this, it will not bring out any shaping. So to avoid a shapeless butterfly gown, I'll be covering it like this, and then I'll make sure I do away with all those printed marks here. So let's start with the cutting. Remember, I'm not cutting here. This is where I will do the sewing, and I'm going to be stopping my sewing here, but I want to give it a small shape at the down part there. I'm trying to remove the prints and at the same time shape it. Can you see the shaping? I curved it out a bit at the down part. On my armhole line, I'm going to be cutting it out. On the armhole line, I'm going to be giving it a little shaping. I don't want this place to be too wide. So what I did was to measure around 6 inches. I think I'm okay with 6 inches here. So I'll now curve it. And I want you to note this side. Can you see the curve? I'll sew from here to this side to bring out the shaping, and then from here to here will be left free like that. Measure 21 inches from the hem, and I curved it out here so that the shaping will come out. I'll mirror this same marking on the other side, and then I'll cut my butterfly sleeve off camera. I have a video of how to cut the butterfly sleeve on my channel. I have opened up my butterfly gown, and what I did was to mirror the measurement I have here on the. So this is how it will look when I shape it out. This is the shape of my body with some ease allowance, since I won't be adding a zip to it. I'll take this to my sewing machine and sew it like this up to this point. We left about 21 inches from the end so that we can be able to work. Look at it. I'll sew to this point. Look at it. And then we have curved it a bit there. Then here there are two options. I can choose to put bias there, or better still, I can take it for serging. I'll be finishing up my neck with a bias binding. I'll cut my butterfly sleeve off camera, since I have a video of how to, in fact I have different videos of how to make a butterfly sleeve on my channel, so do well to check it. I'll come back to show you the final outcome. Here is the final outcome of our butterfly dress. Look at the flutter sleeve, so beautiful. And what I just did there was to line the flutter sleeve. What I did there was to take this gown for serging, and it was serged with a matching thread, and it's looking so beautiful, flowing.